Konnichiwa, or hello. Today we're going to be doing Bassai Dai. Now, unlike some of the Goju kata and the two kata and the first and second kata, yes, some of the moves repeat themselves, but not as much as the Goju side would. When you do a Goju kata, the chances are that if you do it on the right side, you probably do it on the left side as well. So what I'll do is I'll go through it in as much detail as I possibly can to help you not only improve your Bassai Dai, but to maybe look out for some pitfalls as well. I might do pitfalls in another video. So first of all, Bassai Dai roughly means storming the fortress, storming the castle, etc., etc. So when you are performing Bassai Dai, the one thing that I like to teach students is, what kind of weapon would you storm a castle with? Yes, we get the old battering ram, we get the arrows, etc., etc. But think more in terms of a catapult. Now, a catapult winds up slowly and explodes quick. So when you're performing Bassai Dai, just have that in mind, that your body's going to wind up and then it's going to explode fast. Okay? So just have that in mind. Another thing to watch out for in Bassai Dai is when you're blocking, if you are blocking over the forward leg, you will prepare square, but you will execute 45. When you're blocking over the behind leg, you will prepare 45 and execute square. So just have that in mind whenever you're blocking, whether it be a sotuke, whether it be an uchuke, whatever the block is, blocking over the forward leg, prepare square, finish 45, blocking over the back leg, prepare 45, finish square, okay? Excuse me. So, Bassai Dai. Bassai Dai starts off with, the Tadashi version starts off with a raise of the right leg, and the hands, the left hand cups the right, and it comes around like you're ready to swing a baseball bat or swing something. The elbow needs to be high, so 9 times out of 10, when you first learn this, you'll prepare the elbow nice and low. But just realise that there's going to be 2 strikes that are going to happen here. So first of all, when we start, let everything happen together. Don't pivot on the heel. If anything, bring the heel in as you start this kata. So from this position, up and around. Elbow nice and high. Not too high so that you can't see, but elbow high and just behind the head. So again, it's almost like you have a bat. And then as you come forwards, keep the hips 45, stepping down into kosadachi, and then execute the elbow, reinforce the uchuke. Now the reason that I've kept the hips 45 is to make it easy for you to step back and execute this next turn. The next turn is going to be into zenkutsudachi. So as you come down and through, again, with this, try not to drop and hook. Try to drop the arm in and let the fist roll. So the elbow is going to drop, not the hand. So come down and hook. From this position, we go from kosadachi, back. As we turn now, we can see that the stance is roughly going to be a shoulder width wide, zenkutsudachi. When we step the foot back, again like most kata, when the foot moves, hand moves. And then from this position, we're just simply going to, let me just correct slightly, we're going to turn, block uchuke, only finishing 45 degrees, I'll do this different as well, and then we're going to prepare 45 and then hook square. So that from the other angle would be step and prepare, turn and block. Notice that I've not used all the hips. And then we're going to prepare square, finish 45. I've done the fast version in other videos, but this is more of a breakdown. So we'll come around 1, 2, 3. For our next step, back foot's going to move across. So step across. Again, you've got 70% of the weight forwards. So rather than transfer anywhere else, just move this back foot straight across. Don't bring it in, but you need to move it across 2 shoulder widths. The first shoulder width is to bring the heels in line. The second shoulder width is to ensure that when you turn into Zen Kutsudachi, you have your Zen Kutsudachi stance. Now again, as the foot moves, left hand prepares Sotuke, right hand stays still. You're going to come around, finish square. Finish square in your Zen Kutsudachi, blocking Sotuke. And then, as I explained earlier, prepare square, finish 45 with an Uchuke block. The next count from here would be stepping body weight behind, up into Haisukudachi, turning 90 degrees, with Genan Barai up into a Sotuke preparation. So from this position, you come around, down and up. Again, guide arm. I was trying to think of how I would do it. I would use a guide arm from here into the Sotuke preparation. Then, just to make sure that you don't fall into the next stance, slight sink and then step the right leg forwards. Sotuke has come 45. Then you're going to come around with the left arm Uchuke, block Uchuke and finish square. So I'll do it from this way. So from here, I'll come up, sink, block, block. I'll do it front ways so you can see. Down and up, sink, block, block. Next position from here, we're going to move into Heikodachi. As we do so, left hand drops on top of the right hand. What I would call cup and saucer. From here, left hand opens, pushes out and around. Pitfall with this, going too far. Another pitfall with this is people prepare here and pull back. There's no need to pull back, you're already in position. So from this position, out and around. Slight kink in the arm. Make sure this teisho is shoulder height. Now from here, we're gonna strike, hook, step, twist. Then we're gonna step in again, strike, hook, step, twist. The main pitfall with that is you forget to fold. So you've got to make sure that from striking position, fold in and then twist. Striking position, fold in and then twist. Not as basic as that, but while you're learning, make sure there's that fold there. Now notice that when I fold the arm in, the elbow doesn't pop out, hopefully. It just folds in from where it is. And yes, you have to drop the elbow on the Uchuke block. You don't block from this position, you drop the elbow into the block as you twist. As we did with first kata, make sure that you step out into a really, really poor kibirachi. Then at this point, you can twist the body into the Uchuke block. So in 2 of those, 1, 2. Right leg shoots forwards into Shutouke, Kokusudachi. All we do from there is, rather than moving this foot first, fire the right leg forwards. The right leg will drag the left heel in. So I'll do it from this way so you can see. As we move the right leg, the left heel can be pushed through. Make sure again, Shutouke is prepared properly, etc, etc. So where are we? We are here now. So we come forwards. And we're going to do another 2 of these. Go forwards, 1, 2, and then we're going to go back 1. 3 forwards, 1 back. Sotuke Kokusu, that's just covered in the mechanics of I think stances or block, I can't remember which one. So that's something for you to practice. Now when you get to here, front foot's going to move, right hand's just going to shoot across and come upwards. Just come up so it meets at the wrist. at this position, hook around the right hand with the left, kind of a khaki UK, turn and pull in. Now, pitfall with this, when people do this, they pull down. They drop or they're pulling this way. Incorrect. When you pull in from this position, pull the elbow down. You should finish like an uke would be, with the palm exposed. Comes around. Now from this position, we pivot on the left, bring the right leg up. Right leg preparing for konsetzugeri. The hands stay where they are. Don't do anything with the hands, so don't let the hands follow the body. Keep the hands in position as much as you possibly can. Imagine you are grabbing at this point. So come around, up. Now as the kick explodes, the hands pull in to the hip. So it's almost like this push-pull. Again, you're pulling somebody in and you're kicking down towards the knee. As you execute that from this position, you're going to come in, everything's going to work together. 1, as you bring the foot back in to the knee, prepare behind you. So you're going to prepare for shutoke behind you. Now, I'll give you the pitfall with this before I move on. And I'll do it this way so you can see. What people tend to do is, they'll execute the kick, full turn with the right leg, and then drop back. Absolutely, positively no need. Because if I'm going to turn a 180 here, my leg's already in position to land into my kokusadach. So front ways on view, slowly should be something like this. Up, kick, back in, down. Sideways on view, do it this way. Sideways on view, up, kick, back in, down. And you execute the hip moves with the front foot this time. So we're now here. From this position, simply step forwards, shutoke, kokusadach. Now, you've got 70% of the weight on the back leg, draw back, hands come to the hips. Again in high sukadach, so high sukadach is feet together. So hands come to the hips, you're going to meet, little finger knuckle, roll around the middle knuckles, push upwards, keeping that 45-degree angle. I'll do all this from the front as well. From this position, slight sink. So you can do this as you're pushing up. So from this position, push up, slight sink, and roll. Right leg forwards, double hammer fist, so double tetsuri to the kidney area. Pushing with the back foot only. Extend the right arm, pull the left arm back. On the front ways on view would be, so I've executed this, drawing back, meeting at the solar plex, roll around the middle knuckles, keeping that 45-degree angle. And again, as you execute this, slight sink. Drop in, Zenkutsu double hammer fist. This one just comes straight back to the hip. This one just extends as you move. Around, pushing with the big toe of the back foot. Lunge. Where are we now? We're here. Stepping your back foot across 2 shoulder widths. 1 shoulder width to ensure heels in line. 1 shoulder width again to make sure that when you twist, you're in Zenkutsu. As you do that, right hand shoots through the hip, not around the body. It folds in, I'll show you this from the side, shoots through the hip, left hand comes up to the ear. And again, keeping those lines nice and tidy. So not here, keeping those lines neat. Save this for last. In, shoots through. So we're now here. Collapsing the back leg, draw up, into high sukadach, pull up under the armpit, elbow goes as far as it can, and then unroll. The reason that I say pull up under the armpit, I'll do it this way, is you don't want to pull it up from here. Look how high the elbow can go now, it's too high. So from this position, you pull up from the armpit, palm faces upwards, elbow goes as high as it can, then release the bottom half of the arm. Release the forearm. That should give you a right angle here, and it should also, when looking from the front, the fist should be slightly higher than the head. We're coming to this stance here. So I sukadach, left arm down, right arm high. So we're now in this position. The Mikazuki Geri, crescent kick, don't kick from this position. It's hard to do. When you're kicking with the Mikazuki Geri with this part, turn the left foot, that will also help with the body as well. Another key element to this is keeping this right arm high. Don't let it drop. So as you come around, turn, Mikazuki Geri to the front, let the right arm come across the face, Gedan Barai downwards. So from this point of view, turn on the left, Mikazuki Geri to the front, right arm cuts across the face and around. Looking to the right. Landing in kibirach, horse stance. So we're now here. When the hands prepare, the head moves. So you look straight to the left. You're going to bring left arm under your right arm. And just let them be wrist to elbow. Not here, wrist to elbow. As they unroll, which I'm going to show you in a second, pivot at the elbow first, leave the right arm where it is, then everything moves together and locks into place. So it would move this way. Continue and around. At no point do you follow the hands. You're already looking to the left. So you get to here, don't follow the hands. The goal here is to kick the hand with the crescent kick and land in kibirach, striking Mowashiempi style, or Haikozuki, Mowashiempi to the hand. Okay? People that are less flexible, you don't have to kick the hand. But what I want you to do is make sure that when you are kicking, that you don't drop the hand. If you have to kick low, and then strike. Even though this could be you could imagine that you've got a head here, and you're crescent kicking to the head, and then you're striking to the head. You could also imagine that you're holding someone at bay, and then you are kicking towards the knee, and then striking to the head, or striking to the chest, or striking wherever the strike would finish. All right, so don't think that from this position that you drop the hand. The hand remains. The hand stays still, and then as you come around, it folds into the body. So watching again, it folds in. Sorry, the body comes to the hand, not the hand coming to the body. As you come around, hand comes in, and then strike, Mawashi in. So we're now here in this position. 3 Gedan Barais, or 3 Tetsuis. 1, 2, 3. Unlike a normal Gedan Barai, top of the bicep. Generally, where the seam in the gears is a good guide. And they don't have to sweep, but they do drop on the inside, and don't finish in the center, finish over the leg. Finish where Gedan Barai would finish. So from this position here, 1, 2, 3. Bringing all the weight now onto our left leg. Cup and saucer, left hip. Just preparing here. And again, I'll do this from the front as well. There's no crescent kick with this. All we do is step out into our right leg forwards, then kata dash, Notice the hips have come off slightly, naturally. Hands split at this point. Hook punch, short punch. And then we're going to come back, swapping sides. Now we put our Mikazuki Geri in. Crescent kick and hand split, step, hook punch and short punch, slight lean in the body, and then back. And then one more time, crescent kick, hook punch and short punch. I'll do it this way so you can see. So we have come from here. I'll just start here. First one, step. Let the hips go naturally. Don't emphasize turning the hips off. As you step, your hips go naturally. So let that happen naturally. But as it does so, left hand stays where it is, right hand also stays where it is. But now you hear you saying, well, your hands are split, so how can that right hand stay where it is? Well, it does. What you're actually doing is moving the body around the hand. So the hand remains. It's the body that moves. And it just comes to the center. Step, hook. Make this seiken, not a faruch, but make it seiken this way, striking in. Palm facing downwards, not any other way that you want to do it. This would differ for different styles as well. Just in Tadashi, I've made it more of a hook, side of the head, and then the right arm is the short punch. And again, there's a slight lean here. Some styles are here, some styles are over here somewhere. So I've kind of combined the two. So we execute this, we come back, swapping sides. Left leg Mikazuki Geri, and again, pulling the body around the hand. Stepping down, natural. Your hips have already come off. So don't move them, just step. And then execute the next technique. Then from here again, you've already brought the hips off, natural. And then execute the next technique. Different bunkais for this, but I can go through those at a later date. This is mainly just so that you can break this down and something to practice with. The one thing with that with those final three is making sure that you fire the hip. So again, Bassai Dai is a very hippie kata, and I don't mean hippie. What I mean is you use a lot of hip to generate power, because again, there's that wind up and fire theory behind it. Okay. So when you're here, I'll do it this way so you can see. So when you're here, hips are wound up, legs need to be bent. So you go into this really, really poor kibudetch. Then from this position, you can fire this back leg to generate the hip into that technique, and that happens in all three. From here, and then to the next one here. So again, remember, winding up first, firing second. Now from this position, the left foot, as you will have done in your first kata. So a lot of styles have this basic H-shape pattern or basic I-shape, whichever way you want to look at it, where you get to this point and the back foot comes around. Okay. Unlike first and second kata that we do, the heels need to remain in line. So don't step too far behind the right leg. Try and step the heels in line. So from here, heels in line. Notice that my right leg is still loaded. I'm going to let the right arm drop, come across from my Gerenuke, and then Uchuke. So I sweep and then hook. I like to use hip on the sweep as opposed to the hook. Again, it doesn't really matter which one you do. You can, if you wish, come across and then hook this way, or you can hook this way and then hook. It doesn't really matter, so long as it's not slow. As long as it's not, 1, 2, it's got to be fast. Boom, boom, or boom, boom. It's got to be fast. And then again, you just do the same on the other side. Dropping, hook, hook. Again, different bunkais for that. Has to drop and then hooks. Don't let the shoulder play with the hook. So as you come across from here, you've done your Gerenuke, hook. You might have to use a little bit of shoulder just so you clear the body. Don't hook too shallow. Make sure that you do, if looking in a mirror, you clear the body. Not come across and just hooked here. There. From that position, you are already set to go into kokusadach. Why? Because your right foot's pointing that direction, and pretty much so is your back foot. So we're here, so we step in halfway, kokusadach, fire the heel. The thing with transitioning from zenkutsadach to kokusadach is coming up and down. Avoid that as much as possible. Once you're at battle height, what I would call battle height, remain there. So from this position, in and through. Now, your next move, I like to describe this as a Newton ball effect. The right foot comes in and clips the left heel. Don't actually hit yourself, but just know that it would clip the left heel. What that would do then is help that twist. Now, if you're stood in this position, musubadach, then it's very easy for you to send your right foot straight into kokusadach. When you do this, I got told, when I first started learning Bassai Dai, I got told, go from the corner, practice that move 100 times. Okay, so I did. So if you want to practice it 100 times, go ahead. But you've only got to get it right once. So from this position, hands stay where they are. Some styles, in and out. No need, if you don't want to. But tadashi, from here, you look into the left, hands remain where they are. Step straight out. Now this next step confuses a lot of people because of how you transition. What I like to do with the transition is, the centre part to kokusadach is feet together, pointing forwards. Okay? Or feet together. Not one, another one. So they are together. So when you think about that, just think, are my feet pointing the same direction? Are they together? The answer is yes, you're doing okay. Again, as the foot moves, hand moves. So you're now going to go 45 degrees with kokusadach. Now when I step out, and this is again something that I teach, I'll do it on the yellow so you can see. From this position, I'll step out into I'm doing this a little bit shallow, step out into a kibirech, or a loose kibirech, and then as I execute the block, I'll bring this front foot in. So I'll bring the heel towards me. So you don't necessarily have to, when you're stepping in kokusadach, use the back foot. With this, it would be the front foot. So from this position, looking to the left, step, step, twist. And then from here, finish. When you bow out of this kata, when you finish, you pretty much finish as you start. Have the, imagine there's a straw in your hand, and that's how high it should be. Keeping the right angle in here, and also keeping the wrist straight. So when you finish with Bassai Dai, bow out properly. So from this position, it's not this, just from here, straight down. Hands first, feet second. Bow third, prepare, yoi. I'll do that one more time on the yellow so you can see. Hands first, again, think cleanliness. Feet second. Bow, up, yoi. I've gone through some of the pitfalls that you can encounter with Bassai Dai. There are probably others, but I just wanted to do this video just to, one, let you know my thoughts on Bassai Dai, and two, just so that you can stop, start, break down. A lot of videos, what happens that I see on YouTube are the whole kata, and which we have got that from the front view, the rear view, and the timing view that I would do. But what a lot of tuitional videos don't do is stop, start, stop, start. So that's what I've tried to do, and that's what I'm going to try and do with all the kata videos is stop at certain points, explain it a little bit, and then restart again and try and show you the different angles. So you can quite happily stop, start yourself, okay? Again, you don't need a lot of room. If you're going to do this in sections, like the jigsaw, you don't need a lot of room. You can do this in a meter squared place. You don't have to have, you know, a big place to do this in. It just, you know, it's just great that I have got this. So again, leave comments, leave feedback, good or bad. Make sure you click the subscribe button, which I see a lot of people doing this, which is going to be around here somewhere, or on this side, I don't really know which. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, not really bothered which. Let me know what you think. You know, I don't do these videos for the good of my health. I do these videos to get a little bit gutsy and put myself out there, waiting for the naysayers or waiting for the positive people. And I also put these out so that you as a student or you as a practitioner of karate, a karateka, have got something that you can practice at home. So I hope you got something from this. If you haven't, okay, let me know and let me know what I can do better. If you have, then great, let me know so that I know what I can do better. All right, other than that, until next time, see you soon.